know exactly what y'all are thinking too. Why on earth am I up this late at night streaming looking about the Browns? Right? Why didn't I just do this in the morning? Because it's simple. I got a lot to say. And if I wait, I might forget it. Right? You ever have that happen? Right? Your brain cooks up something real good and you're like, I gotta talk about that. So what you do is you cook up a quick stream and you just let your mouth fire off whatever you have to say. And I know y'all see the time. It's almost 2:30 a.m. Brown season's over. Honestly, I've been meaning to do this for a while now. Really since the game ended. Obviously, we played at 4:30 on Saturday, so I really could have done this at any time. I wanted to wait and see what happened with the coaching staff before I just came out here and started talking. I didn't want to make my, season recap stream and then have something big happen afterwards. So it's going on almost 2 days post season now for the Browns. Season's over, and we've already seen Ken Dorsey and Andy Dickerson get canned. I don't know if there's going to be any more, but we'll see. I mean, it's still early. But yeah, guys, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a very special late night Cleveland Browns live stream. And like I said, season's over. Bittersweet. It went by way too quick. But honestly, I think it was a mercy thing. Mercifully, it went by quick. Right? Funny though, because whether you're having fun or not, the season always goes by so freaking fast. Like 1 second you look, it's week one, you're hyped for the season, and then before you know it, here we are, postseason. Well, just like I said in the off season before the season started, my schedule, prediction. I was talking about, can the Browns actually do something that they haven't done since the 80s, and that was make the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. Oh, look at what happened. Still haven't been able to do it. Man, what's up, Paramshot? You hate Mary Kay? Yo, what? Damn. If there's anybody to dislike on the beat staff, it's Tony Grossi. Not to be confused with Tom Grossi. No relation at all, obviously. But, I mean, I don't really dislike her. I just view her as like a drama lover, you know? Like during the season, she's fine. But then in the off season, she's always the one cooking up these like drama filled articles, trying to start stuff. Real quick, got some things to talk about. So obviously, we're gonna start off with the obvious stuff, right? The most obvious thing being the Browns are picking number 2 in the draft. Yeah, number 2. Nope. We weren't bad enough to get number 1, but we're number 2. We are crap. And a lot of questions are now going to come up for the Browns heading into the draft, I believe in April in Green Bay. What do they do? They're in that position where they're going to get one of the best quarterbacks in the draft, regardless of who's there. Or they could get Travis Hunter. Or they could swerve everybody and go trenches. Maybe they go O-line. Duh. Not that early. Maybe they go D-line. I mean, Abdul Carter at 2? Mason Graham at 2? I don't think that really makes sense. Now, of course, if those two guys have a monster combine and monster pro day and they just go crazy, then yeah, you can probably justify it. When Shador and Cam Ward are on the board, if because one of those two are going to be on the board at 2, obviously, you have your choice of one of those two or Travis Hunter. And it's been known that the Browns will be looking at a quarterback this draft. I know some other fan bases are going to come out here and talk about we don't need a quarterback. And shout out to all the other, non-Browns content creators that are going to come out here and try to push a narrative that the Browns aren't going to go quarterback. How do you know? You don't even follow my team. Funny how like these other fan bases think they know my team. Right? Like I was watching this other content creator. I can't remember what team he roots for. He was talking about how the Browns were in cap hell. I'm like, wait, what? We are? I mean, we have what, $44 million in cap space right now. That's gonna roll over into next year. I think next year, right now, we're like $19 million over. Fine cap wise. We're not worried about that. There's no such thing as cap hell in today's NFL, especially when you got a cap wizard as a GM in Andrew Berry, who can manipulate the cap. All you got to do is restructure some contracts and boom, look at that, cap space. I mean, look at the freaking Broncos. They made the playoffs after getting rid of Russell Wilson. They drafted Bo Nix. Essentially, the Broncos might have given us the blueprint on how to, I guess, straddle the line that is this freaking horrendous Deshaun Watson contract. Like, it's still crazy that we gave that stupid contract out. I think that was a Jimmy Haslam thing. He told us no, he being Deshaun, and the front office was ready to, swerve somewhere else, look somewhere else. But this bozo Jimmy's like, no, 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 I want him. Here's all the money in the world. And let's make it guaranteed. Like, of course he's going to say yes to that. So damn desperate to get a freaking quarterback because these bozos had to burn the bridge with Baker. And the thing was with Baker, though, he kind of hurt it himself. He literally hurt himself by playing with that bum shoulder. If he had just sat out with that shoulder issue, that shoulder injury, he might have been our quarterback instead of Deshaun. But he just had to play through it, and he cooked himself with that. That's the way it is. He cooked himself by doing that. Because you saw how bad he was. Dude couldn't freaking throw a ball like on target at all. That's what drove the fan base away from him, and I'm pretty sure that's what drove the front office away from him because of that. But, I will say, Baker did a fantastic job, essentially growing up here. He was a bit of a wild one in Cleveland, He was fun to watch, and, I tell you one thing, that 1 year he had in 2020, he was electric. He was awesome. But he had to deal with Freddie Kitchens, his dumbass. Hugh Jackson. Then we finally get a sane coach, and then he freaking cooks his shoulder. All because Anthony Schwartz gave up on a route. Man, I blame Anthony Schwartz more than Baker, because if Anthony doesn't give up on that route, if he at least, maybe bats it away or something, I don't think that even happens. Baker doesn't need to make the tackle, and his shoulder's fine. And who knows what happens after that, right? But it is what it is. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do at 2. I mean, you have Shador, you have Cam Ward, Travis Hunter. Those are the 3 obvious guys right now. And I'll be honest with you, If you don't like draft content, I would honestly mute my channel or something because there's going to be a lot of it. I'm going to be doing videos all the time talking about visits and, I'm going to, when it gets around draft time, I'm going to do a series just like I did for free agents where I go through the 5 or so guys that we're probably we could draft. I'll do like the 3 obvious that we could draft at 2, and then if we trade down, there's a couple guys that I would love to have. Grab Justin Fields in free agency and draft Travis Hunter. Later, you can grab Quinn in the 2nd round. That's a damn good idea, Param Shot. But honestly, if we don't go Justin Fields, I'm thinking it's so obvious they're gonna go after Kirk Cousins. Like it's almost a formality at this point. They wanted him so bad before they got Baker. I mean, they really, really wanted him. But and just imagine he's gonna be so freaking cheap. I think it's like Russell Wilson. He's going to be so cheap because the Falcons are paying his contract off. He's essentially going to be damn near free, like a vet minimum player. We're not going to have to spend almost a thing on him. He's pennies. Pocket change. But we'll see what they end up doing. I can't trust the Browns to do anything good anymore. I can't trust them. Although I would wait for Arch. Jimmy loves the Mannings. I can see them doing that, but would you want to tank another year? No, they can't. They can't afford to. They cannot afford to tank another year. Unless, God forbid, you trade Miles, but you're not gonna. Miles isn't going anywhere, I don't think. Just by what Andrew Berry said today. Speaking of which, the biggest thing that came out of Andrew Berry's press conference today to wrap up the season was this little piece from Daniel Oyefusi, who was in his first year covering the Browns, by the way. He already became one of my favorite beat writers. He kept it real. But this is what was said, and I quote, Deshaun Watson had a setback in his recovery from his torn Achilles tendon rehab. Browns GM Andrew Berry said, this will delay his recovery, per Berry, still too early to say on a return timetable. So, how long does it take for a torn Achilles rehab in football? Probably what? A couple months? If this ends up to where like his season is already cooked, because again, his redeeming factor was his mobility. The dude couldn't throw a ball 5 yards, but at least he could run around a little bit. But if his Achilles is cooked, I mean like barbecue chicken cooked, like rib fall off the bone, like meat off the bone cooked. Good barbecue when you just take a bite and it just falls off the bone. If his Achilles is like that, cooked, yeah, he's done. He's not playing here. Nope, he's not playing here. He'll be a June 1st cut next year. Guarantee it. Right? Guarantee it. Next year. Not this upcoming season, but next one. 2026. Guarantee. I don't think he plays another down. I do not think he plays another down for us. So let me take a look. Achilles, tendon, football, recovery time. Ruptured. I believe it was ruptured, right? Or torn. 9 months or more. So already, because you're going to figure, when did he get hurt, right? Let's take a look and let's see if we can match up a timetable here. How about torn Achilles? Is there like a difference? Torn Achilles. Okay, a torn Achilles can take 4 to 6 months to heal. Take a year or more to return to sports. The time it takes to safely perform high impact activities like running and jumping is usually longer, according to AI on Google. So I don't think he'll play all year next year. He is not going to see the field, regardless. Regardless. He ain't going to see the damn field for us. Hell no. I'm telling you right now, our QB room next year is going to be a vet quarterback, maybe two, and a rookie. We're going to have a completely new quarterback room next year. And the best part is, Kevin Stefanski is going to take the keys back for the offense. He's going to be calling plays like he was before, and I think the offense is going to be right back to where it was before this year. It's going to be an offense that relies heavily on play action, and they're going to rely on the run. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, what about Nick Chubb? Is he coming back next year? I don't know. I think he's a free agent. And he's coming off not only of that knee injury, but a broken damn foot. Bruh. Musk, Tesla, truck. Damn, what? Wow. It's time for Deshaun to take that money he got and open up his massage parlor. Oh my God. Oh my God. The massage things are never going to end for him. Man. I'll tell you what though, these next 3 or so months are going to be just insane on Twitter. They really are. Takes are going to be flying like crazy. Like, damn, bro. That's just next, like, now, am I going to be like spamming mock drafts? No, I'm not going to be spamming mock drafts. I'm only going to be doing two mock drafts. Two. At the end of the offseason, right before the draft, like I always do. I do a full first rounder, do a couple like Browns mock draft, like, overviews where the Browns website would usually, like the writers who cover the Browns would compile like all the picks from like many different articles into one article. I might do some of that, a couple of those, but I'm not going to do a full first round, or I'm not going to do multiple of those. I'm not going to do multiple Browns mock drafts because it's like, I mean, those aren't really fun. It's just whatever. I'll be doing one of each. But like I said, I'm going to do a series where I talk about players in the draft that I would want at 2 and if we traded down. Yeah. The Browns also signed dudes to reserve contracts, but there's nobody big, nobody worthy of talking about. Now, the one more big thing I'm going to be talking about here, Garrett Best leave for a championship try with another team. I don't think he's going anywhere. No, he wants to retire a Brown. He's going to be like Joe Thomas, except he has at least one playoff win and 2 appearances for now. But I'll tell you what, the pressure is 100% on the front office next year. Oh yeah, you talking about Minka? Yeah, we all hate Minka now for that. He ruined Nick Chubb's career with that knee injury. Because Nick had spent all off season and stuff getting back with that knee injury. He was actually looking like he was getting comfortable on the field again, and then oh yeah, broken foot. Just when he got healthy from the knee, broken foot. Sure, they'll bring him back, but you still need a number one bell cow. And you can use Nick as like your short yardage bulldozer back that you need, that you can just put out there every once in a while and just have him run over people. Man, if we can get like Scatabo or like Janti, oh my God, bro. Janti's literally like a reincarnation of Nick Chubb. Straight up. He is like a reincarnation of Nick Chubb. All right, let's see what some of these mock drafts have to say before I head out. All right, let's see what PFF has to say. I wonder what PFF, they're going to have us taking a freaking O lineman. I swear to God. Cam Ward 1, Travis Hunter too. Oh, I would love that so much. And then the Giants get Shador. Yeah. You know another thing I'm going to hear a lot. We're going to hear a lot of as Browns fans. That is just absolute bull garbage. Oh, Shador would never let no. Dion would never let Shador play for the Browns. If I'm Dion, I'd much rather have Shador play for the Browns than the damn Titans. They don't even have Derrick Henry over there, right? They don't even have Derrick Henry over there anymore. They don't have AJ Brown. They stink. Oh, you do too. But you know what? At least in Cleveland, he would have a solid offensive line to keep him upright. And we have a coach that's won 2 Coach of the Year awards, and we've made the playoffs twice the last couple years. And we have a nasty ass defense too. And honestly, if I'm Shador, I'd much rather have to deal with Miles in practice where he can't touch me than have to deal with him in a game where it's all fair and all fair. Like that dude could just put his ears back and attack me. I'm not trying to face Miles Garrett in a game, just practice. Right? To mention Jerry Judy's pretty damn good too. But, people are going to run with that little narrative. Oh, he doesn't want him to go to Cleveland. Like I said, I would much rather have Shador go to Cleveland if I'm Dion than Tennessee. Because I feel like whoever goes to Tennessee might just waste away and rot before they're eventually traded or something. For real. Also, it really depends on what we do with our OC. Because again, the OC is not going to call plays, right? The OC is probably not going to call plays. It's going to be Kevin. And then Shador goes 3, Will Campbell 4, Mason Graham 5, Raiders get Ted McMillan, Jets get Walt Johnson, Abdul Carter, the Carolina Panthers. Okay, what other ones? How about ESPN? What do they have? I mean, Shador will love our dome. Yeah, that's true too. He'll be the quarterback hopefully when we open up the dome and stuff. I get Trent Richardson trauma if we take a running back in the top 10. Yeah, I don't think we'd do that. I do not think we do that. Not at all. What? 33rd team. What's this one? This is probably the last one I'm going to look at. Then I'm going to head out, I think. Okay. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter. And even if Dion literally comes out and says, oh, I don't want Shador going to Cleveland, we're just going to be like, okay, we'll just take Travis Hunter then. Have fun in New York, Shador. You know? Have fun in New York. I mean, technically, Malik Neighbors would probably throw a damn party having Shador throwing him the ball. Too bad the team is, again, kind of stinky. Work right now. If you're the Giants and you're going to give Shador, you better give him the best weapons next to Malik. You don't have Saquon Barkley. You have Tyrone Tracy, who's good. Yeah, he's good, but he ain't no Saquon. You would need to really make sure that you coach him up because he can be really good, but watching him a little bit, this year, I watched almost every Colorado game this year, and it's like running around. And he's a good leader. It seems like he's a good head on his shoulders for the most part. He doesn't get in trouble, you know. Doesn't seem like one that would be, getting involved in the bad stuff. But playing in New York, there's a lot of influences that do stuff. It's the thing that people like to bring up. Oh yeah, New York nightlife. But you know what's cool about Cleveland, right? They don't have a nightlife. Well, we do. It's not like New York. Sorry, we didn't make New York, Cleveland like New York, a tourist trap. Because in Cleveland, we are in what's called the Rust Belt, where people were like essentially a hard hat wearing freaking lunch pail carrying freaking workers. working at the mills and the freaking field, not the fields, but shipping and stuff. I mean, heck, look at the freaking history of the Rust Belt, all the factories and stuff around there, right? We're grimy over here. Mention no players come here, there ain't no paparazzi waiting for you. And the best part is, I mean, if the fans see you, they mainly leave you alone. It's like not in New York where you walk outside and you got like paparazzi all over you. You can't go out in public without security. Pretty sure Myles Garrett could literally walk outside, go to the store, and nobody would bother him. So crazy, right? But hey, whatever. Whatever. You like Carson Beck? I mean, coming off that injury, I mean, he wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't hate it, but like if he's like second or third round, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing to have happen. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh yeah, how about Fox Sports? What the heck is Fox Sports gonna have for us? But also, don't forget, with us having the second pick, this means that our front office and everyone, all the coaches, can't just show up at the facility and just mosey on around, derping around like they were the last few years. So this one has us going Travis Hunter again. Bro, I would love it if we got Travis Hunter. Because the thing with Travis is no matter what side of the ball you put him on, offense or defense, he's going to be lined up with a damn dog on the other side. You put him at receiver. Oh, he's got Jerry Jeudy on the other side. You can't double cover Travis Hunter. Hell no. And then if you put him on defense, oh, look, what's that? You got Denzel Ward on this opposite side. And you know damn well teams ain't going to throw at Denzel. Are they going to test the rookie? I'm sure they would, right? They would definitely test Travis Hunter. And I know Travis Hunter would make them pay too. Because then, Travis Hunter, Denzel Ward on the outside, and then you'd have whatever, in the slot, whether it's Dancing Man Greg, who would have a dance partner, and freaking Travis. And then MJ Emerson maybe could get his act together too. But at safety, you'd have Grant Delpit and probably someone else, because Juan Thornhill probably gone bye-bye. I don't think Juan Thornhill will be here next year, to be honest. The way he's been talking, it's like he's probably out of here. And honestly, I think it's the best for him, because it just was not going well for him. I loved this signing when it happened, but my God, it has not gone well for him at all. The dude cannot stay on the field. Oi, he's tried. See, he's a great locker room dude. Got a good vibe. He ain't no freaking lunatic douchebag. But it's just he can't stay on the field. He gets hurt way too often. I think he had an ACL injury in Kansas City, like in his first year or something. I think it's kind of been bugging him the last couple of years. Like the injury bug just will not leave him alone. So I think he might just need to go elsewhere and maybe get some new scenery or something. Get the heck out of here and see if his injury luck will, get better. I hate Juan Thornhill. Just wish he would have stayed healthy. Sucks because he can't really get in a rhythm, get anything going with the rest of the guys because he's never on the field because he's hurt. My college football semifinal predictions: Ohio State beats Texas. Notre Dame beats Penn State. Hey, how you doing, Yusuf? How you doing? Not going to be alive too much longer. I'm going to be heading out of here in about a minute or two here. And don't be surprised too if there's a receiver that's available at the end of the first round if the Browns jump up and take somebody. I think they're going to be that aggressive. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to have like a high second round pick. Oh, what's this Yahoo Sports? A 7-round mock draft already? Oh, this is a Steelers one. Ew, I don't want to watch that. Ew, I don't want to look at that. That's disgusting. I don't want to. I don't care what the damn Steelers. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are we doing? But remember, Deshaun got hurt. Let's see, right around. It was in the first Raven game. Okay, so this Walter Football has us going Cam Ward if we don't bring back Nick Chubb, and then Kyron Lacey, Igbuka, and Ward as your first 3 picks. Yo. All right, I gotta screenshot that. That's pretty freaking crazy. Dog. Okay, wait. Quinshawn at 33, and then Lacey after that. Oh yeah, with Cam Ward, dude. They would probably go crazy in Kevin's offense. The way he runs it. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up here in a minute, guys. Before I do, let's talk about the schedule again because it was finalized, right? The schedule was finalized. Well, the teams were finalized for next year. As looking at next year's schedule based off opponents, and you notice something about our schedule. The home games are insanely tough, and the road games are kind of not so tough for the most part. I mean, you got the Bills, the Packers, the Dolphins, the Vikings all at home with the Niners again and the Titans. Okay, so wow. We might see freaking Cam Ward or Shador versus Cam Ward or Shador. Or it's Travis Hunter versus Shador. Or Travis Hunter versus Cam. How we go? Imagine that. That would I can already tell you right now if the Titans and the Browns go QB first 2 picks. That game, no matter when it is going to be probably a primetime game. Most likely. I don't know. I mean, we all thought Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels was going to be primetime. I don't think it was. It was Thursday night, right? No. Can't remember if it was or not, but that's what it'll feel like. On the road, of course, going to MetLife to face the Jets again. And then you have the Patriots again, the Raiders again, the Lions, and the Bears. So we could easily see like Shador or Cam versus Caleb Williams. And then whatever the Raiders do. The Patriots, they have Drake May. The Jets, they're going to have a new quarterback, most likely. And then at home, you got Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Tua again. And then possibly Sam Darnold or JJ McCarthy. And then Brock Purdy. And then the number 1 overall pick. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But like I said, I'm not going to get into a record prediction because obviously season just ended. We will know the vibe of next season based off of what they do in free agency. Because you look at what this team did this past year in free agency, they focused mainly on depth. Mainly because they didn't really want to spend like freaking wild people, drunk people. They spent like they were on a budget. And they were up towards the top of the budget. So like Hakeem Adeniji? Huh? Brian Allen? The center? Tony Brown? Devin Bush? Deontay Foreman? Justin Hardy? What? Naheem Hines didn't even play. Tyler Huntley? Jermaine Ifedi? Quentin Jefferson? Giovanni Ricci? Jameis and Cade York. They also brought back some dudes too. Yeah. Yeah, they also brought back some dudes as well. Like they brought back Michael Dunn and Corey Payorquez, Shelby Harris, Mo Hurst, Rodney McLeod, James Prochet, and Za'Darius. Then they traded away Za'Darius. So, like, yeah. They are probably going to be rather more aggressive, I think. Just a feeling. Just a hunch. They're going to be a little bit more aggressive heading into free agency and stuff. Of course, you look at the trades they made. I mean, they got Jerry Jeudy, which came out of nowhere. Freaking crazy that they did that. And then they made some other moves, which didn't really matter too much. So, and then draft wise, they really only drafted one bona fide dog in Michael Hall Jr. Zach Zinter is a good player, but he's just waiting for Joe Bitonio to eventually retire to take over there, which who knows when that'll be. Could be this offseason or next one, who knows. He just mainly drafted depth. Jamari Thrash, Nathaniel Watson, Miles Harden, and Jawan Briggs. Now, let's see if they have this year 2025 Browns season, according to Wikipedia. See what they have. Okay, so we have 3 picks already. 1 pick in the first 3, 3 picks in the first 3 rounds. We have a 4th, a 5, a 6, and a 7, I guess. Okay. Let me see here. Draft picks. Let me see what our draft situation looks like. I think we have quite a few picks too. So here's all the picks that we own, according to Yahoo. I'm surprised at how many people are still up with me this late. Round 1, they have number 2 overall. Round 2, they have 33. Round 3 is 67 and 93. They got 93 from the Amari Cooper trade, so they have 2 picks in the 3rd round. Round 4, they have 1. Round 5, they have 1. Round 6, they have like 6. They have 5 picks in the 6th round. I'm telling you what, Andrew Berry, if you go into the end of the draft, or if you go into like day 3 of the draft and you have not traded any of these picks to move up to get people that you really, really want, they have no 7th rounders either. They could always trade down too. They probably will at least once. So we'll see what exactly they do in what they have in terms of official draft picks, which I'm sure we will know very soon. By the way, how about this? Random WWE news. Becky Lynch's return was nixed for Undertaker appearance. I knew that's what was supposed to happen. Just by the way that they had it. Was they had Undertaker literally zoom out on his bike, do a lap, and then skedaddle. That was the exact amount of time that a usual like post-championship win run-in would do. Like when Rhea Ripley walked out to confront, Liv Morgan after she beat Io Sky. Right? And that on Saturday night's main event. Rhea walked out, confronted her, did a little stare down heading into tonight. That's usually what would have happened. But I guess they nixed Becky Lynch for Undertaker for some reason. That's the usual amount of time a run in like that would take. So, that's all I got, guys. Have a good rest of your night. The heck on my YouTube gaming channel? Bashi has a gaming channel? Huh? Yeah, whatever. Classic Dashy. Doesn't even plug his channel either. What's up, Andrew? I just stumbled on your channel. I'm a Giants fan, but my dad was a diehard Browns fan. Hey! I passed away in May and I went to see the Giants Browns week 3. What's up, Andrew? Sorry to hear about your father, though. But yeah, I mean, it's 7 people and it's 3 a.m. Wow. Stop staying up so damn late. My brain is going to be scrambled mush by the time the draft comes around doing this, but figured I'd just go live now to get this out of the way so I can rest up tomorrow and get ready for what should be a fantastic Cavs and Thunder game on Wednesday. So yeah, this offseason is going to be interesting for the Browns. Very interesting. Also, I'm sure a lot of other fan bases are going to be feeling the same way. Titans, the Giants, Patriots, you know, all those teams are going to have very interesting off seasons. Can't wait until they dominate the league someday. My dad never saw his team playing a Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, eventually I'm thinking we'll get there at some point. Hopefully. Oh, well, when all else fails, at least we have the Cavs. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Shout out to everyone who came through tonight. 7 people in a late night ass stream like this. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are pretty much what keeps this channel going. And yeah, if I hear anything else, I'll definitely have a video. You already know how we do it here. But when it comes to this off season, pretty much I'm just gonna mainly keep quiet when it comes to the Browns unless something comes out. I'm gonna be a guy that comes out here and makes these engagement videos that I'm just out here I'm gonna fire a takeout just to get views. I'm mainly going to the heck? Oh, it must be because it's snowing out again. Getting a massive ass snowstorm. It's crazy. It's been snowing all freaking day out here. Damn. Do this during the Christmas time. No, it waits until it's January. Wow. But yeah, pretty much I'm not going to be out here doing like, videos forcing stuff. If I see a rumor come out, I'm going to make a video on it. Unless I, maybe do a video like after the draft. Like what I did a couple years ago talking about is this defense the best defense that Jim Schwartz has had? Which it was 2 years ago. Believe it or not. People were kind of getting on me about that video too. They're like, no, it's not. It kind of was. 2 years ago. This year, it took a big step back because of injuries and stuff. I'm just hoping that Andrew Berry and company take this seriously. They have to. You cannot have another free agent class that's mainly depth guys. That's what it's going to mainly be. I'm not expecting like a bunch of big money dudes. I want to see us at least sign two big money guys. Two big money guys in free agency. I don't know what positions, but two big money guys. That's what I'm asking for. Two big money dudes, bona fide starters, and then the rest can be depth. That's usually how it goes. And then draft comes around, you get yourself either the second best quarterback or you get yourself Travis Hunter or whatever. Unless the Titans go Travis Hunter, which would just prove that they are on some crazy lunatic friggin' alcoholic drug thing that nobody knows about. Classic Tennessee, right? Need a quarterback? Let's go Travis Hunter. Yeah, let's waste Travis Hunter's career in friggin' Tennessee instead of getting a quarterback what you need. Because Mayo Man is the guy. And yes, that's really his nickname, according to other fan bases. Not Drake May, Will Levis, Mayo Man. I'm gonna head out before my mouth gets me into trouble. I'm gonna start. I swear, I'm not on something. I am just damn near ready to go to bed. It's freaking 3 a.m. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out, and I'll see you all Wednesday for Cavs and Thunder. I will be live technically tonight, Tuesday night, for my picks for the wild card round. It's a divisional. That's next week. Yeah, wild card round picks technically tonight, and then tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Thunder Cavs, and then we'll go from there. Right? And of course, don't forget Thursday night, Penn State Notre Dame here, and then Friday night Ohio State Texas. I'm doing both games. Call me Kevin Harlan. Yeah. All right, guys. For real though, have a good rest of your night or day wherever you may be living. I know a lot of people watch my channel from all over the globe. I never realized how far, YouTube reaches until I started really doing basketball games of other teams, especially the Lakers. You find out that Filipinos love them some basketball. For real. Actually, yeah, I've had some Filipinos pop in the chat. They're dope freaking people over there. They love basketball. Never realized how much they do until it's like, damn. Even like hanging out in other content creators' chats, it's like, damn. There's a lot of Filipinos. Love to see that. International. Love it. And it's not like, the NBA is dominated by Filipinos. It's just they just love basketball. I bet you if you went to the Philippines, I bet you'd probably see a ton of basketball courts over there. Yeah, they love it. I guess it's like Southeast Asia. They just love basketball over there and baseball. Baseball too. Especially like China, Japan, Korea. They love baseball. They have their own leagues. But yeah, so of course I'll be doing Cavs games too, but when it comes to what I'm doing this off season, it's mainly going to be draft content, Cavs, with the occasional Buckeye video on my Buckeye channel, Buck and Crazy, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already. Buckeyes streams, and then Cavs, and maybe even a Blue Jackets stream if I'm really, really bored, because believe it or not, the Blue Jackets aren't complete ass this year. They're actually good. Like, they're decent. They're mid. And I have never been happier to say that they're mid, because the last couple years they've been an abomination. They look like they barely belonged in the NHL. That's what happens when you get a coach who actually knows what he's doing. I mean, Dean Avison has actually had some success in the NHL. He knows what he's doing. The players actually have a structure. They're not just out here winging it. They're actually out there playing with a structure. Sure, they're not doing great. They're actually hovering around 500, and last I saw, they were actually in a fringe playoff spot. I don't know how long that's going to last, but it's cool though, right? It's January, and the Blue Jackets are in a fringe playoff spot. Can they hang on there for another couple months? I don't know. Sure would be fun though. Might do a couple games, especially when we get into the period of time where there's really nothing else going on. When college football is over and all you have is basketball and hockey until baseball starts up. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Shout out to everyone who watches. I had 7 people in a chat at freaking 3 o'clock in the morning. Freaking love this freaking thing, man. I ain't never going to stop doing this. Really, I'm probably not going to stop this until the Browns probably win a Super Bowl. And then I'll probably think, I'm probably going to stop. Although, honestly, I might just keep going. Because I want to see them win another one. And then another one. And then another one. And then another one. If I'll ever get done doing this, to be honest with you. I'm having too much fun. So, have a good rest of your night. What's up? OG Anthony says, Go Browns! Yeah. And let's just hope our front office actually wants to be serious this year. There's going to be a lot of storylines to follow. Quarterback, what do they do with the number 2 pick? What do they do with the other players on the roster? What do they do at OC? Did they bring in a QB coach? Does Bubba Ventrone eventually get canned? That's your second favorite AFC team. Oh, wow, Thomas. That's cool. But all right, guys, I'm heading out. I could literally just stay alive for another few hours, but I'm not going to. I gotta go to bed. Okay. Have fun, guys, or have a fun day, whatever you're doing. Stay safe if you're out here on the east coast of the United States. It's snowing pretty good out. In fact, it's supposed to snow in Texas on Friday. for the Cotton Bowl. Luckily, the game's indoors. Could you just imagine a Snow Bowl game? My God, that'd be crazy. All right, guys. Have a good night, good day, wherever you may be living. See you guys tomorrow, whatever. For my picks stream tonight, Cavs Thunder on Wednesday. That being said, go Browns. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out.